Hi, my name is Dashay Banks, and I'm here to do a formative briefing on nurse shortages and nurse burnouts. The reason I chose this topic is because I'm currently in school for nursing, and I would like to know the pros and cons of nursing. Unfortunately, this is a con because it affects many nurses today, and in the fewer generations behind, it affected them, and it's still going to affect the future generations if no one knows how to prevent them. In 2024, in beginning of February, this author named Mador, him and three classmates have wrote an article based on nurse burnt out and shortages. The main reason that he stated in his article was due to nurses are being underpaid, overworked, and understaffed. With that being said, if many doctor offices today have a better scheduling system, it would be a great thing to help with the nurses and give them a raise because let's face it, nurses face everyday situations that most of us would not be able to understand or to do if we was in their shoes. They take care of a lot of our loved ones and they tend to forget to take care of themselves in the midst of taking care of their loved one. And that's how a lot of them become burned out because they become emotionally attached to our family members or to as their patients, and they tend to not know how to leave work because they want to make sure they want all their patients are doing good, but they didn't eat the day. They feel fatigued, they have headaches, they didn't take many breaks that day, so it becomes an issue with their own health. And how can they take care of someone if they're not taking care of themselves? So this other article that I've read that was by Rudman and she states that was in 2024 October. I'm sorry, not October, August. She gave facts and tips on nurse burnouts. One of the tips that she gave that stuck out to me was rest. A lot of nurses have to catch up on their rest. Meaning, I understand that there are not a lot of work shifts or nurses in these hospitals, so you have to pick up extra shifts, but you need your rest. If you don't have your rest, you will not be able to operate needles, patients, machinery properly. And you're putting yourself and the patient at risk. And that's a big problem in the when nurses are burned out. Because due to them not having many nurses, the nurses who are working have to pick up so much slack that they're affected mentally and they become used to it, and you don't want to become used to being burned out because when you become used to it you become unhappy, and once you're unhappy on your job you no longer care for the patient or yourself. You're just there for the check, and that's not something that as a nurse, especially me who are willing to go to school and want to learn, I don't want to go into the work field and I become unhappy and don't want and tend to not care for the patient because I'm burned out. So if I take these tips of eating healthy, eating right, going to work groups, having support groups for me and my coworkers, being paid more, having better scheduling at the workplace, then I think that nurse prevention will happen. Also with nurse burnouts, you also would like to, I say scheduling, but you also would like to have a good communication with your coworkers. If no one in the office is communicating with each other, people are overwhelmed because no one feels heard. And when that happens, people have attitudes and the workplace become an unethical environment. And it also becomes uncomfortable for many people to work. So, in order to prevent nurse burnouts, I believe we should take these tips and it'll help us. I hope everything that I said was a great tip and everyone have a good day.